Elsbeth is all new. CBS next Thursday at 10, 9 Central.
We'll have clearing skies for the balance of tonight. That'll lead to some sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures will be going up as well. I'll have all the details tonight at 11 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, President Trump continues his efforts to eliminate federal workers' positions. Plus, the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity discusses how to best use the over $2 billion they've been given for next year's budget. And UP Health Systems is expanding their mental health services. We'll have the details. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Checking out the weather for Marquette and the Upper Peninsula in general on Friday. A nice rebound in temperatures after this cold start. We'll get close to freezing. Don't think we'll quite get there, but it's good to see that we finally get a 3 in the 10 spot there, indicating what looks like a prolonged upward motion or upward movement of those temperatures. And temperatures near 30 across most of the Upper Peninsula with partly sunny skies. The rest of the forecast is coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. President Trump continues efforts to reshape the federal government as he begins the second month of his second term. The plan is set to impact roughly 6% of the IRS's workforce in the midst of the busy tax filing season. Erica Brown reports from Washington.
President Trump addressed Republican governors in Washington on the heels of a legal victory that could clear the way for mass firings of federal employees.
By the way, wait till we go into the education department. We haven't even done that.
On Thursday, U.S. District Judge Christopher Cooper, an Obama appointee, ruled unions representing the federal workers must bring their case before the Federal Labor Relations Authority rather than a federal district court. Katie Sandlin recently got a pink slip after uprooting her life in Alabama for a job at the National Institutes of Health outside Washington, D.C.
I wiped out my savings account. I maxed out my credit card. I had to take out a loan.
Sandlin is one of the thousands of federal probationary workers to be fired after being in her role for less than 2 years.
Now I'm unemployed. I have a ton of debt, and I'm also losing my health insurance.
President Trump and his Department of Government Efficiency are targeting the IRS for the next round of layoffs. More than 6,000 IRS employees are expected to receive termination notices by Friday. President Trump's advisor, Elon Musk, who's leading the charge, touted the DOGE cuts on the first day of the Conservative Political Action Conference.
As we're finding savings, that's going to translate directly to reductions in tax.
Some Republican lawmakers, including Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski, argue the cuts are coming too fast and too deep.
I'm all over being supportive of finding efficiencies, eliminating the waste, fraud, and abuse there, but there is a way that we go about it.
Earlier in the day, Senator Murkowski joined Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine and all 47 Senate Democrats in voting against Kash Patel to lead the FBI. Patel, a Trump loyalist, narrowly won confirmation in a 51-49 vote.
Former Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell made a big announcement today. On his 83rd birthday, he will not seek re-election. The longtime Republican power broker from Kentucky received a round of applause on the Senate floor after sharing his decision with his colleagues.
Representing our Commonwealth has been the honor of a lifetime. I will not seek this honor an 8th time. My current term in the Senate will be my last.
The widely expected announcement comes several months after McConnell gave up his leadership role and follows a string of recent health problems. Among Republicans, McConnell is widely credited with helping President Trump move the Supreme Court to the right, but he has also clashed with Trump, including most recently voting against several of the president's more controversial cabinet nominees. At the state capitol, Michigan's Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity is set to receive over $2 billion in the next fiscal year budget. Leaders with the department are traveling around the state to get feedback from business leaders on how to use that money. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from Leo's director on their hopes for investments in Michigan's workforce.
Michigan's Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity is working with local Michigan Works to hear firsthand the workforce needs around the state.
The things that the governor has proposed just align exactly with our statewide workforce plan.
In the governor's budget proposal, Leo is slated to receive $1.8 billion in ongoing funding to invest in Michigan's workforce and $83 million in one-time funding. Leo's director, Susan Corbin, says the main issue they've been hearing from business leaders all around the state is the need to address the barriers that keep people from holding stable jobs.
They might need assistance with transportation. They might need assistance with childcare. They might need assistance buying the equipment they need for their apprenticeship program. So it's very important for us to have flexible dollars that can be used for those barrier removal services.
Corbin explains that the department has three main goals: to have more people with skills certificates or college degrees, more families in the middle class, and more job training support for small businesses. But none of those goals can be met without the resources to secure childcare, transportation, and housing for Michigan's most vulnerable workers.
All of those things are a barrier. If we can remove those, we can help ensure that the individual not only gets the job, but keeps the job.
Corbin says Leo will present the feedback to the legislature as they work on budget bills. The testimony will help lawmakers decide how closely they'll follow the governor's proposal as they work to finish the budget before July. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
UP Health System has expanded on their mental health services with a new group therapy program. Our Andrew Hands has the details.
The UP Health System in Marquette has announced the launch of its Mental Health Intensive Outpatient Program, or IOP. The program sets out to provide structured, evidence-based therapy for adults over 18 facing mental health challenges.
This is the first in-person IOP program. It's something that's common in more populated areas, so the fact that we are bringing it to the UP is a huge benefit for our community.
The IOP is designed for individuals transitioning from inpatient care or those requiring more support than what standard outpatient therapy offers, intended for people facing disorders such as depression, anxiety, PTSD, substance abuse, and other psychological related issues.
We have a variety of evidence-based interventions, so I provide services like dialectical behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy. So it's really just a lot of options, and it's really based on catering for the needs that day and who's in the group.
Group therapy sessions are 3 times a week in a supportive and organized setting. The program offers care delivered by a team of licensed therapists, social workers, and healthcare professionals.
The uniqueness of group setting is the peer support. It's really powerful to watch individuals come together from the community, from different lives, and, conduct group therapy as a whole.
Prior to joining the program, patients must be referred by a physician before being assessed for eligibility. More information can be found on uphealthsystem.com. In Marquette, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
They say what's old always becomes new again, and an emerging trend has young women turning to their grandmothers for inspiration. It's called GrandmaCore, and it's making hobbies past generations enjoyed, like knitting, cool again. Naomi Ruckham looks at the nostalgic wave drawing today's trendsetters back in time.
At Cleo's Yarn Shop in Brooklyn, modern craft makers are fully entwined in hobbies of the past.
Mostly young people, young working professionals. Usually they're in some kind of creative field, so it's a lot of Gen Z and millennials.
Shop owner Cleo Malone opened the store in 2022, which also hosts workshops, craft circles, and happy hours.
The things that you make, it's not just an entertaining activity while you're doing it, but you get to make things and give them away to friends and family members, and people stay connected and feel very seen and loved because of that.
Pastimes like knitting, baking, and gardening saw a resurgence during the pandemic. Now, a larger group of young women has embraced finding meaning in activities their grandmothers enjoyed. On social media, GrandmaCore is capturing fans with its doily aesthetic and thrifted treasures.
I think the fact that all of us are growing up and are older now, we can look back and appreciate and just feel the warmth and the fuzziness of what it felt like to be at Grandma's house growing up.
You might wonder why old women collect so many silly little things.
From her quaint country home in central Illinois, Mackenzie O'Donnell has drawn hundreds of thousands of clicks to her TikTok videos, where she shows off vintage finds and a passion for raising her family and animals.
It's kind of interesting that the internet is propelling something that's so old school.
It really warms my heart to read the comments and see the effect that just watching my videos of the nostalgic old decor brings to so many people.
Proving from the heart of Brooklyn to the rural Midwest, a nod to nostalgia never goes out of style.
Tom DeVecchio brings us your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we check out a new vinyl record store in Marquette. We'll be right back.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Instant games from the Michigan Lottery. With dozens of games to choose from and millions of dollars in prizes, it's instant fun for everyone. And try our newest exciting games with $195 million in prizes.
For Hudson Show, it's a day of surprises so secret, I don't even know what's in store. What are they up to? Who's on the guest list? Will I try something new? What should I wear? There will be music, right? Are we all getting gifts? This is amazing. Whatever happens, it's gonna be a blast.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. You know, what you have is gonna help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take a extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're gonna be on, we've got you covered.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
We're looking at fairly tranquil weather the next couple of days. Clearing skies later tonight will lead to some sunshine for Friday. Nice way to end the week. We'll have some moderating temperatures as well as the southerly winds slowly pick up. We may get a little mixed bag of precipitation, though, as we head on toward the beginning of next week. But really, not a lot of precipitation is expected, but we will get, again, some decent amount of milder air. So a weekend outlook, a steady rise in these temperatures. Friday, we'll try to get to 30 here. Saturday, close to 30 as well. Keep it on the dry side here. Clouds come in on Sunday, and we should finally break that freezing mark for most of you. Can't rule out squeezing out a few flakes or maybe even a couple drops of rain, but nothing big time here. Maybe a little better chance for Sunday night and into the day on Monday. As kids go to school, nice little change here. Still cold in the morning. You can see we'll have teens with partly cloudy skies. But going home in the afternoon, we'll be close to that 30-degree mark, decent amount of sunshine. Good-looking day, really. Any snow that's on the ground may get a little sloppy. So if the snow hasn't been brought off the sidewalks lately, could be a little slushy for the kids. In the meantime, the winds will shift out of the south by the end of the day tomorrow, actually for most of the day on Friday. That's going to give us some milder temperatures. You saw boosting those highs close to 30. And the winds continue southwest here. Not too strong here for Saturday night, and the southerly winds generally allowing for an increase in those temperatures right on through early next week. So by Friday morning, you can see decent sunshine covering much of the region. Good looking day. Great way to end the week with some sun here. Clouds thicken up a little bit. It's right on towards Saturday morning. But in the grand scheme of things, we're just not expecting much precipitation. As I mentioned earlier, it may squeeze out a little bit on Sunday. For tonight, though, partly cloudy skies overall. Single digits here along the Wisconsin border and many inland spots closer toward the shores of Lake Superior, including Marquette, will be dropping into the teens. That'll lead to some sunshine, mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Temperatures for most of you getting close to that 30-degree mark, and we will continue to see an increase in that temperatures as we head on through the weekend. Saturday, a touch warmer than Friday, and then Sunday we should be able to break above that freezing mark. And then for next week, we'll continue with a chance of a little wet mix. We can see chances here are pretty small. 20 to 30%, so it would be scattered at best. We'll stay in the mid-30s through Wednesday and drop off a bit on Thursday, but still pretty decent weather for next week.
Tom, thank you. For generations, music was recorded on vinyl records, which was long believed to have better fidelity and sound quality. Our John Truitt takes us to a new record store in Marquette that deals in music and nostalgia as well.
The Emporium on South 3rd Street is part record shop, part boutique, and part pop culture museum. The brainchild of music aficionado and pop culture expert John Teichman, the Emporium is not just a music shop, but a repository of memories.
Really something for everybody. Certainly we have a lot of new and used, gently used vinyl records, CDs, cassette tapes, VHS, DVDs, T-shirts, stickers, jewelry, original art, books, a little bit of everything.
Teichman describes the items in the Emporium as artifacts, pieces of Americana, and a conduit to a specific time in our lives.
The unifying theme is really that we want everybody who walks through the door to connect with something that they find, something that they see.
Having been on Washington Street previously, John chose his new location carefully, wanting to be a part of the community that is uniquely 3rd Street.
There's something really special about being on 3rd Street and being close to campus, being, in a great mix of restaurants, other shops, all around us. This is a lot different than going online and looking at things. It's an interactive, tactile community experience, and the whole community is invited to come check us out.
The Emporium is located at 816 North 3rd Street in Marquette. For more information and hours of operation, please visit our website, WZMQ19.com. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Teichman also puts on vintage vinyl shows throughout the year at the Ordock Brewery in Marquette. Today is National Love Your Pet Day. Earlier this evening, as a fundraiser for UPAWS, Queen City Running Company of Marquette held a Love Your Pet Day run. They accepted donations throughout the afternoon, such as toys, dog beds, food, and treats to go towards the animal shelter. Runners took off from the store on their quick few-mile run before meeting back at the Ordock Brewing for a social hour.
We're just excited to partner with another organization. This is our first time doing this event, and to give back to UPAWS. They do a lot for our furry friends in the community, so we're excited to shed light on all that they do and to give them a nice donation.
Queen City Running Company hosts weekly pub runs every Thursday evening and are always welcoming new runners. Mike Ludlam has your sports highlights when we come back. In high school basketball, Marquette and Kingsford compete for the Northern Conference title. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right here on TV 19.
If you're living with diabetes, this is the sound that could change your life.
Great news for people living with diabetes. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor and eliminate routine finger sticks. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over.
Just call 800-251-1397.
If you use insulin daily to manage your condition, a continuous glucose monitor could help you control your diabetes and reduce or eliminate those painful finger sticks. If you have Medicare or private insurance, US Med can deliver a CGM system right to your door. And if you qualify, there may be little or no cost to you. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurer directly. Call now to get your continuous glucose monitoring system so you can take control of your diabetes and get back to enjoying life.
Just call 800-251-1397. That's 800-251-1397.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Good evening, everyone. The 22nd ranked team in men's basketball Division II is Michigan Tech. The Huskies had a very easy time beating the Wildcats a little more than a month ago, and tonight they met back at the SDC gym in Houghton. We will pick up the action in half number 2. Dylan Keel with the drive and the score. He had 19 points, but the Wildcats still trail 38-27. Then Marcus Tomashik will drive, score, and get the foul. Huskies still in the lead. Keel to Biggie Luster, and he will lay that one up and in. He had 7. Back the other way for the Huskies. Tomashik looking pretty darn good tonight. Off the window, good. 21 points. Huskies ahead 63-61. Under 10 seconds to go. Julian Smith wills his three-pointer to go down. Wildcats down 65-64. Huskies make 2 free throws. Unable to score. The Wildcats. Tech wins this one 67-64 and still first place in the GLIAC. Now how about the women? We will pick this one up in quarter number 3. Abby Fraser will hit from the outside. She led the Wildcats with 18. On the other end, Kendall Stanfest heads to the hoop, up, in, and a whistle. She had 15 points and 8 rebounds. For the Wildcats, Mackenzie Holsworth, JC Weiss brought outside for 3. She had 16. Huskies able to maintain a small lead. Bella Lenz in trouble. Shot clock winding down. Spin, shoots, and scores. She had 10 points. And Michigan Tech would hang on to take this one by the count of 64-59. So they split their series this season. To the scoreboard, Lake Superior State men had 5 players in double figures, defeating Parkside 80-54. The Rangers won the women's game 75-61, despite Bria Golden having 24 points for the Lakers. Boys high school basketball. That would be Marquette and Kingsford. Gavin Trevelyan is going to dish to Gavin Grondin for the hoop. He had 26 in this contest. Back the other way, top of the key, it's Jacob McPhee to Connor Firestein. He hits the shot there. Back the other way for Marquette, it is a miss by Firestein. The ball ends up in the hands of Jacob McPhee. He puts that one up and in, so Marquette leads 5-4, but Kingsford was really dominating the rest of the quarter. Owen Olkinen puts that one home. Kingsford led 21-7 after 1. They go on to win 72-60. Coach Ben Olson's 100th win overall. The Flippers and Sentinel share the Great Northern Conference title. Let us go to Houghton High School, if we could, for Iron Mountain and Houghton. Marquette was number 1, Kingsford number 2, Iron Mountain is number 3. And looking pretty good are the Gremlins here. That is Lane locks down the lane to tie the score 34 in the third quarter. Then Iron Mountain, nice pass from Gerald Sampis Torres to Aiden Ellis for the hoop. Mountaineers back up by 2, 36-34. Lucas Hill draws a double team, flips it over to Lane, locks for 3. Gremlins in front now, 37-36. We skip ahead a little bit. Sample Torres will step up and hit the jumper to give the Mountaineers a 43-39 lead. Isaiah Lawson comes back with a triple for the Gremlins, but the Mountaineers pull away in the fourth quarter to win this one, 66-53. To Negaunee, where the Miners were entertaining Menominee. I apologize for the video. Camera didn't like me in this game. First quarter, Tanner Therakoff, Jacob Schultz, Nathan Kopp for the layup, and the Maroons lead 4-0. Menominee strikes again. Therakoff the rebound, out to Schultz for the easy basket, 6-0 Maroons, and Brad Nelson had a call timeout on the Miners bench. Negaunee's turn, Jordan Gannett, Holden Meyer inside of Ethan Gauthier for the hoop. Miners on the board down 6-2. Again, for the home team, it is Jordan Gannett to Easton Gannett from the corner. Negaunee within 6-5. Unfortunately, I do not have a score for the final of that one. I'll try and look it up in a few minutes. That's Tarakoff there for 3. Let's go to Munising, where the number 5 Mustangs in the big school poll hosting the number 2 Pickford Panthers of the littler class, and that is a basket by NMU football recruit Jack Dussault, 2-0 Mustangs. Carson Kinnitz will spot Trevor Nolan, the left-hander, buries the three-pointer to make it 5-1 Mustangs. Took a while before Pickford could make a basket. Tommy Story, Caden Wiltfong to Owen McConkey, hitting from the outside. Panthers trail 9-4. Munising keeps on scoring. Nolan, Carson Kinnitz for the triple from the corner. Munising led at 19-6 after 8 minutes. Pickford plays a lot better, but Munising hangs on to win 52-47. To the scoreboards, please. Thank you. Norway gets 21 from A.J. Galino, defeating Superior Central 64-30. Forest Park, they'll still number 1 next week, 83-59 over Lotz in the Division 4 ranks. Elsewhere in boys basketball, ETC 30 better than Jeffers, 57-27. Ishpeming 59, Ironwood 41. Calumet by 25 over Lakeland and Hubble, 62-37. North Central 68, Hannahville 63. And a couple more scores, I think. Dollar Bay over Ontonagon 89-58. Did not hear from Maplewood Baptist. To the girls, please. Westwood easily defeats Gwynn 53-21. Berrigan no trouble with Bessemer 73-30. It is Lance upending Hancock 51-37. Newberry a 5-point win at Manistee 42-37. It was Wakefield Marinisco 18 better than Chassell. West Iron County 58, Ironwood 49. Lots of girl scores tonight. North Central easily over Mid-Peninsula. Stevenson even easier over Superior Central. It is Kingsford downing Menominee 59-36. Did not hear from the Hannahville game there. Forest Park 10 better than Bark River Harris 56-46. Munising easily over Rapid River, or very easily. St. Ignace downs Brimley. Sault Ste. Marie 53, Escanaba 46. North Dickinson with a victory over Kearney Natal. Mariska Laurel went over the 1,000-point mark for the Wolves. And Cedarville Detour drops Harbor Light Christian 51-14. High school hockey. Yes, we have time for this. Division 3 tournament contest with Manistee at Negaunee. Late first period, just after a power play ended, the Miners' Hayden Sundberg shoots, gets denied, but number 20, Lucas Reamer, puts the puck into the net. Past Jackson Goodrow with 12.6 seconds left in the period. It's 1-0 Negaunee. In the second, the Emeralds will get a goal by number 12, Carter Dietzman. He parks himself in front on the doorstep. Bing! He had a couple of goals in this contest, but 8 miles and ended up with a hat trick. Negaunee advances to play the Sioux on Saturday, winning it 6-4, and we will be right back.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is going to break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield.
Best of all, you'll get access to CarShield's concierge service, who can even help you find a mechanic near you.
They're notifying the family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down.
It Exactly.
CarShield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call CarShield now. Call 800-552-1961.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
Clouds will gradually break up later on tonight. That'll lead to some sunshine for Friday. That combined with the southerly wind should help boost our temperatures, hopefully to near 30 degrees with that sun and a nice night Friday night. On Saturday, a few more clouds around, but overall, we'll look at a nice upward trend in those temperatures. After a cold one tonight, starting out near 10, we'll be rising close to 30 by Friday afternoon there. But again, sunshine milder. Keep it dry on Saturday. Maybe a couple of wet flakes as we head towards Sunday, but you can see we're back up to the mid-30s. And hey, maybe we'll get to 40 on Monday. Hopefully, if not, we'll be close. May get a few wet flakes or a little light rain, but with 20% chances, we just don't expect a lot from that. In fact, we're going to keep things fairly tranquil throughout much of next week. And on the mild side, even Thursday, temperatures drop, but still hold close to 30 degrees. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you. And finally tonight, there may still be snow on the ground, but an Escanaba event is giving attendees an early taste of summer this weekend. Camping World's RV Expo kicked out today at the UP State Fairgrounds, featuring new and pre-owned RVs from a variety of brands. For every Hero Edition and Rogue sold, Camping World will donate to the Wounded Warrior Project and Folds of Honor. Organizers say the event is a fun way to get a head start on this year's outdoor recreation. Mike, final thoughts here.
Yes, Negaunee over Menominee, 62-48. And Canada in overtime has defeated the United States. I know you're less than thrilled. 3-2. So that tournament was wildly successful. We'll see if they do that again next year and maybe years down the road.
Certainly had a lot of attention.
It did.
Thanks very much, Mike. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.
.19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Sure, we've got more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else. We've also got the 5 brothers who made their mark on and off the road for over 60 years, like the new